Hello, Miss Borby.
And Miss Flynn,
This
back
is
here again.
Part 2 of Quadratics. We're just going to be finding some more of the big four in different forms. So this one right here says, find the big four, then convert to intercept form.
All right, Mrs. Barbie, what do you want to do first? Let's just go ahead and get this part over with so we don't have to think about it.
Then we have both forms, actually, which might make it easier to pick all of the big four. So,
Well, right away, I'll just write out intercept form. We know it's going to be x minus alpha times x minus beta. And we recognize that our a value is just
1.
1. So now all we have to do is write this in factored form. And because we are so good at factoring,
What multiplies to minus 2 adds to 6.
we can think, okay, we have 8 times 9. That won't work. 12 times 6.
Bingo.
There we go. So because it's a plus 6, we want to make sure that we have our larger number positive. And there we go.
Okay, so now that it's in intercept form, and we can go ahead right from this and get a lot of things very quickly about the big four. X-intercepts we take right off of the intercept form.
So that means when y is
0,
x is
minus 12 or 6.
minus 12 or 6.
We can also go back and take the y-intercept right off of that standard form that we started with.
Here that bad boy is.
Minus 72. And I notice that you're writing them all as coordinate pairs. Is that how they should be answering it?
Well, I don't
Not a
think
bad
it
idea.
matters, but I always do it just because then we understand it's actually a coordinate point, right?
Right. So let's talk about, next is axis of symmetry. And where do we find the axis of symmetry?
Well, we could do our equation.
We can do our equation. X equals minus b over 2a. Fill it in.
So negative b, let's see, we'll go over here and write a equals 1, b equals 6, and c equals negative 72.
Okay, filling it in. Minus b is minus 6 over 2 times 1. Giving us a minus 3. So we know our axis of symmetry is minus 3. And you always want to write that as an equation, x equals. It's not just 3, it's x equals 3. It's actually the equation of a line.
Last
Now,
one.
Last one is vertex. We already know what the x-coordinate is.
So now all we have to do is find f of
Minus 3. And we all know what that notation means now, right?
So we'll just do negative 3 squared. I'm going to use our standard form. Plus 6 times negative 3 minus 72. So this is 9 minus 18 minus 72. And just to keep our math straight, we'll use this. 9 minus 18 minus 72. 72. Negative 81. So that means our vertex is a point, so it's negative 3, negative 81.
Okay, at some point I also want to talk about another way to get your axis of symmetry. We want to do it on this problem where we talk about the midpoint between our two x. Maybe we should just add a page, or do you want to do it right on here?
We'll just do it right here.
Okay, so let's think about what this actually looks like where our x-intercepts are. One of them is at 6, and one of them is at minus 12. And if you think about the axis of symmetry, it's going to be right in the middle between those 2 points. So if we find the average of those 2 points, that's our axis of symmetry.
So we want to know how many.
The distance between there, we can take 6 minus 12 divided by 2.
Okay.
Right? We're going to take the average between those 2 points.
Oh, the average. Okay, so had to think for a minute there. 6 minus 12.
We're adding them, right?
Yeah,
6
so
plus
I
a
think
minus
that's
12.
Right. So 6. Okay.
You think of it a different way,
Yeah,
obviously.
that's all right.
Go ahead.
6 plus
do
a
it.
negative 12. All over 2.
2, right.
Oh, I was supposed to do it over here.
Yes.
6 plus negative 12 all over 2. So that gives us negative 6 over 2 which is -3.
Good. How do you think about it? You do the total distance or what?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
This is fine. Okay. All right, next one.
Next one. Find the big 4 and convert to vertex form. A little bit harder, right? So what do we find before we do the conversion? In the standard form, we can right away find the y-intercept.
So our y-intercept, that is when x is 0, y is 1.
Okay, we're going to find the x-intercepts now.
Our x-intercepts we know as when y is 0.
Okay, so we want to factor this, right?
Equals -2x squared minus 8x plus 1.
That doesn't factor, does it?
Well, we know how to use the quadratic formula, so we could do it that way. There once was a negative boy who couldn't decide yes or no whether to go to a radical party. But the boy was a square, and he missed out on 4 awesome chicks. The party was all over at 2 a.m.
Wow, I've never heard that before.
All right, so we have negative. We have to watch our signs. -8 plus or minus the square root of -8 squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. So we just simplify this a little bit. It becomes 8 plus or minus 64. This becomes positive minus 8 all over -4. 8 divided by -4 is -2 plus or minus the square root. We should probably figure out what that is. 64 minus 8 is 56. And we can all recognize that that is not a perfect square. So that's our x-intercepts are going to be either -2 plus the square root of 56, comma 0, or -2 minus the square root of 56, comma 0.
Okay, so now we need to find the vertex or the axis of symmetry. How are we going to find the axis of symmetry? We're going to use our formula.
So axis of symmetry
Is equal to minus b over 2a, giving us a plus 8, right? Minus a minus 8, sorry. All over 2 times minus 2, which gives us
8 over -4.
minus 2. And from that we can also find the vertex.
All right, so our axis of symmetry is x equals -2. So far there's our axis of symmetry. Here is our x-intercepts, and here is the y-intercept.
Okay, so now to find the vertex, we're going to simply find f of minus 2.
Okay, so we'll just use our equation.
Minus y equals minus 2 times minus 2 squared, minus 8 times minus 2 plus 1.
Hope you guys are watching carefully because there's a lot of places that we could be making mistakes
Yeah, you can
here.
let us know. Minus 2 squared plus 4 times minus 2 minus 8
Plus 16.
plus 1.
All right, so that becomes positive 8 plus 1 is 9.
9.
So our vertex is -2.
Negative 2, 9. And with the vertex, we can immediately put that into vertex form.
All right, so we already know what our a value is. Let's just go ahead and write this out now.
Vertex form is
Let's see. Our a value is
minus
-2.
2. Where did you get that from?
Right here.
Right there, right? Okay, so vertex form is y is equal to a times x minus h squared plus k.
We should go ahead and just substitute in now. H is
Minus 2,
and k is.
9.
So now we just have to be careful with our signs. Again, we have -2 here. X minus, now what's h?
Minus 2,
-2.
squared plus 9.
So make this look a little prettier. Negative 2 x plus 2 squared.
Plus 9.
The squared should be out here,
Yeah.
not right there. Plus 9.
And that is the same equation or the same function in vertex form. Voila.
Right. That's it for now.
Let's do one more thing on the calculator, or do you want to do a different one?
Yeah, maybe we'll do another one.
Okay, thanks.